Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Blaster blasting you with the truth in this Road Rage series. I've been talking about how black people don't support each other. I've been talking about millennials. Been talking about many things. But today, I want to talk about selfishness. You know, it gets frustrating at times how when I look back to when I was a kid, how unselfish people were. And then I look at now, the difference. Man, for a while it was frustrating. For many years it was frustrating until I finally came to grips that the devil really got a hold on these people. People don't know how to be friends no more. They don't know how to support each other like that. I mean, if you know 50 people and you cool with 50 people, you don't have no issues with them, or your issues are resolved, that's 50 people that you could be networking with, that you can be supporting, that they can be supporting you. But they don't, because they probably selfish and you are too. People are selfish now. That's why there's so many car accidents. I guarantee you most car accidents come from someone's selfishness. Too selfish to stop at a red light. Too selfish to slow down at a yellow light. So what's the result? Car accidents. How does that translate into anti-social media? Because I call it anti-social media. It makes people anti-social. The other day on my Facebook page, I said, I noticed some of my friends are living in Arizona. I said, hit me on Yahoo Messenger and tell me about it. How many of them you think did? Not one. Why? Because people selfish, people narcissistic, and they be on Facebook, so I know they saw it. And it's nothing against them, because I know how people are now. So those type of things don't bother me the way they used to. But at the same time, it almost forces me to be the same way, because my attitude is, why should I give you things that you're not giving me? That's why I talked about the circle, and how the circle is round, and how the points of a circle, if you keep going around that circle, it's like those points will be connecting. So, one reason why people ain't connected is because they too selfish. Too selfish. Watching too much TV, being on anti-social media is going to narrow your mind. It's people who hold a grudge against you for what they call roasting 20, 30 years ago. And they do it because they're selfish. See, a lot of people just ain't got enough God in them. Some of these people, the majority of these people, ain't got no God in them. That's why I teach my daughters and I teach my sons, don't worry about these people. These people are nuts. They're wicked. They gon' dog you out. They gon' reject you, because that's all they know how to do. And that's what a lot of people, and if you hear this and you've been rejected and you feel sad, get rid of that. Get rid of that, because you feel sad. You should understand that these people are going to reject you. These people are going to try to set you back if you allow them to do so. That's just the nature of the beast. And when they disagree with you, they don't know how to be like, you know what? I don't agree with you, but, me and you are cool because this. They don't know how to do that. People fall out over disagreements. Little simple disagreements like politics. I'll never fall out with nobody over politics, but people fall out with me over politics. And to be honest with you, a lot of these people don't even know why they Democrat. They just Democrat because their parents told them they should be Democrats. And they Democrats because they think, well, I'm black, and all these other blacks say F-U-C-K Trump, so I'm going to be the same way. Well, don't you have a brain in your head that's your brain? You shouldn't be thinking with somebody else's brain. You're supposed to be thinking with your own brain. And that's whether you married, whatever your situation is. If you're a man especially, you're supposed to be thinking for yourself. Then you got all these people that's isolated from the world. Okay, yeah, I know a lot of people is wicked. I know a lot of people are narcissistic. They not good for me to be around. But I'm not going to isolate myself from the whole entire world. I'm just going to rid myself of those people who I don't need to be around. And I'm going to gauge people. And if somebody comes along that pretty much shares my interests or knows how to, when they don't agree with me, they know how to be in disagreement and still be the same, yeah, I'll deal with them. Those are the people that I would deal with. And you see Death Wish up there because I shared a clip from that movie, which is kind of line upon line with what I'm talking about. How here in Milwaukee, they got a thing they call shacking, where these kids and even some of the drug addicts and other people, they'll go through your car if your doors are unlocked, and sometimes they'll even bust your window, hoping that you got money in there, hoping you got guns in there. And it reminded me of Death Wish 3 with Charles Bronson, where the city he was living in got so bad to the point where people would be breaking in your car and they'll act like you bothering them when you try to stop them. So the scene was Charles Bronson was just minding his own business, eating dinner. He heard some people yelling and cussing and windows breaking outside. He went out there, the guys was breaking in his car, taking his stereo and all of that. And when they asked him, he said, "What's your problem?" He said, "It's my car." And so they was going to try to kill him because he was trying to stop them from breaking in his car. And that's where the world is. And why is the world to this point? The world is to this point because many people have reached the climax of their selfishness. So they think your stuff is their stuff. So they're extremely lazy. They won't work. So these people are the type, like I said, they ain't got no God in them. So these people are the type that if they break in your house and get something, they'll say they blessed. That's how backwards they are. The devil has fully taken control of many of these people's lives. And some of them go to work every day. Some of them, they don't steal, but he got control over their life. And one of the first things the devil will do when he has control over your life is make you selfish. Now you showing favoritism. Now you falling out with people that didn't do nothing to you just because you don't agree with how they think or how they try to live their lives. Because you selfish. Because and I'm gonna tell you something else. Any adult with kids that's on drugs is because they're selfish. They're not thinking about their kids. And that's why we got today's generation of monsters. Women trying to find a man, neglecting their kids, selfish. Women trying to find a man, he get her strung out on drugs, now she ain't taking care of her kids, selfish. It's like, that's the problem. That's why people don't deal with each other the way they could, because they're too selfish. They're too into their self. If you're not telling them how wonderful and great they are, you could post something that's so true on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if you're not telling these people how wonderful they are, they're not gonna like it the majority of the time because of their selfishness. If I'm gonna show you how you avoid car accidents out here, and then I'm gonna close this up real soon. If you understand how selfish these people are, then you're gonna watch out for them tougher. And it'll be kinda easier to avoid accidents out here. See, what I do a lot of time when I see these kids in these stolen cars, when I see these people who sat around and waited to the last minute to go to work, and they driving up on me, I just pull over to the side and let them go. And that's how I do in life. It's a lot of people I done pulled over to the side and I'm letting them go. I'm letting them go. And this is why people say, well, it's wrong to brag. It's wrong to floss on people. I don't know if it's always wrong. See, some of these people, when a person dogs you out or rejects you, I think it's good for them and their soul to see your success. And then you keep going. That's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. That's why the Messiah, when he was here, he said the stone that the builders rejected have become the chief cornerstone. And they looked at him like, man, this dude think he all that. But that's how you have to look at it. Don't be upset. You broke up with her. It's over. Move on. Let her go. Let him go. Find somebody else or be by yourself. Enjoy yourself. Because when you get judged by the Most High, you're going to be by yourself anyway. Let these people go. And they dogging you out. They dissing you. They treating you like dirt. Let them go. And let these jobs go. You can't let your job go right now. Your job ain't showing you respect. People on the job targeting you. Get you a second one. Build your money up. Whatever your rent is, whatever your mortgage is. Try to get that for a whole year. And then move on them crazy people. And on that note, I'm going to close. This Road Rage 22. I'm talking about the selfishness of people. How you need to move on. How you need to watch your back. You need to watch out for these. And just because you was friends with somebody when y'all was little, just check out how they act now. If they ain't acting right now, don't bring them to your house. Don't deal with them too tough. Just move on.